This is the payoff to the trilogy of sketches Les Szekely devised for Yes, This Is Comedy 6, called On Location. We finally see the reason for this remote setup at Parmatown Mall. Les is playing interviewer Bobby Felman, that's him on the right, and the hayseed gentleman on the left, who is a fashion risk, is played by Bruce Van Dyke. That is Alvy Buttram, the character's name. And this is where Les's creative mind is at, and I love it. Alvy Buttram is a name that is a mashup of Alvy Moore and Pat Buttram, two actors who were on Green Acres playing Mr. Haney and Mr. Kimball. Actually, the other way around in terms of the names. But this part of On Location is a sketch that we did originally on the radio show. And it really is completely improv'd and ad-libbed. Les, as Bobby, asks Bruce, as Alvy, about a UFO he saw, and he wants Alvy to tell us all about it. And that gives Bruce just license to riff, and he just improvises funny stories that have nothing to do with the UFO, which of course frustrates Bobby, who gets more and more upset, as Les's characters often do, and he ends up storming off. But I love this because it really gives Les and Bruce a chance to ad-lib and improv, which they really didn't have a chance to do to this extent before now. And the radio sketch worked well. This works well, even better visually. And then the payoff is that Bobby just has enough, and a young lady shows up and asks him if he's famous, and that gives Bobby the cue to just storm off the set with this young lady on his arm, leaving Alvy to wonder what to do. And the best part of this is what's happening right now. Les is actually yelling for all to hear in this mall, causing a scene. And that was fun to do because no one hassled us. People didn't know what to do with all the yelling. You can't do that too much probably these days, but you could in 1983. So here's Bruce wondering where everybody went, and putting a little button on Location, a trio of sketches from Les Szekely.
I was like, oh, that's looking like one of those little things. I seen those